All right, team, can you see me head to toe?
Yep.
Yes.
More or less. Good. All right, excellent. Happy Thursday. We're almost at the end of another awesome week. Hope you've all been having fun so far.
Almost at the end of the month, too.
Almost the end of the month. One more day.
Yep.
There we go, because it's a short month. All right, today you will need a weight of some kind, whether you want to use a dumbbell, soup can, water bottle, whatever it is you have at your disposal. One of my people this morning used a pumpkin that she had grown in her garden, and I thought that was pretty fantastic. All right, and then you will want a stretchy band as well if you've got one. If you don't, we'll make sure to give you some alternatives. Then just make sure you have a clear space to exercise in, nothing to step on or trip over. I want to make sure you have a sturdy chair, nothing with wheels, sturdy footwear or bare feet. And then just the reminder that this is a recorded exercise virtual class, meaning if you have any noise on your end, please double check that you are on mute, just so that we're not all privy to private conversations and it can be a bit distracting. Okay. All right, we're going to start with some of our breathing exercises. Then we'll get into a warm up, some cardio, some strength, and some fun. Let's start with breathing in, pulling the shoulders up, and exhaling to lower the shoulders down. Breathe in, raise the shoulders. Breathe out to lower the shoulders. Breathe in to lift the shoulders. Breathing out through pursed lips. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out through pursed lips. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out through pursed lips. And one more. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out through pursed lips. Good. Okay, now what we're going to do is have our palms up to the ceiling. We're going to do our W's. We're going to breathe in as we pull the hands apart, and then breathe out to bring the hands back in. We're going to breathe in, pull the hands apart. Breathe out to bring the hands back in. Breathe in, pull the hands apart. Breathe out, hands back in. Breathe in, pull the hands apart. Breathe out, hands back in. Breathe in, pull apart. Breathe out, back in. Breathe in, pull apart. Breathe out, back in. Two more. Breathe in, pull apart. Breathe out, back in. And once more, breathe in and out. Good. All right. Now we're going to lift our arms up just to where you can. If you have sore shoulders, sore neck, you can bend the arms to here, like you're about to put your hands behind your head and then lower. If shoulders and neck feel great, feel free to lift all the way up and then down as we exhale. And we are going to aim for a, let's start with a 3-second inhale, 5-second exhale, 4 or 5-second exhale. Do what you can. Ready, breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Good. So about 4 minutes of breathing exercises. Well done, everybody. Let's now start to get warmed up. Okay, we're going to take one foot, extend it out in front of you. The heel can touch the ground. And I'm just going to get you to point your foot away and then pull it towards you. So like we're pumping our foot, like we're pushing on a gas pedal and taking it off. So point the toes away from you, pull them back in. Point the toes away from you, pull them back in. Okay, you'll notice I just have the one leg extended. Now take your other hand and we're going to bend the elbow and lower. Bend the elbow and lower. So let's time it with our foot movement. We'll do just a couple here. I want you to maintain that breathing pattern. So can we still continue a steady breath? Making sure we're breathing out through pursed lips. Got 2 more. And last one. And change which foot is extended. Change which arm we're going to be bending. And we're pointing the foot and pulling the toes up. Point and pull. Point and pull. Point and pull. Excellent. Keep up your steady breathing pattern. Want to make sure we're breathing out through pursed lips. Taking in those slow, deeper breaths. 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring the foot back in. Okay, I'm now going to get you just to, you can have your feet a little bit ahead of you. I'm now going to get you just to move your feet side to side. So notice just the feet are moving, just the ankles. The knees and hips stay still. Your feet are like windshield wipers. So can we get them going side to side? Good. And as our feet move side to side, we're just going to take our arms. We're going to move them out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Good. We'll do just a couple like this and then change up the movement. Good. So keep the feet going. And 3, 2, 1, and stepping your feet. So you can either lift the foot fully off or you can raise one heel at a time, whatever feels good for you. We're going to start with one elbow lifted, one arm down with the elbow bent. And then we're going to just switch and switch and switch. Okay. So it's like this funny run with our arms. We're marching and switching our arms. One raised, one lowered. One raised, one lowered. So a little bit of coordination here. Good work. Keep up your breathing. And 3, 2, 1, and arms like this. So we've got our arms raised, kind of bent elbows, and then we're going to move across with bent elbows. There we go. Bent elbows moving across our body at about chest height. And try to get them moving as a team. They're moving as a team. We're still stepping our feet. Woo, there we go. And 3, 2, 1, and rest the arms. Good work, team. Okay, we're going to tap our foot out this time. The foot taps out, the knee rotates in slightly. So we get that slight rotation. Might pull through the hips a little bit. You're in control of what you do today, so make sure you listen to your body. Good, so you just tap one foot out at a time. Keep up your steady breathing. That's it, team. Awesome job. Good. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we are going to do some slow marching. So we're going to lift up one knee at a time and pause. You're welcome to do it standing for a bit of balance. Just make sure you have balance support close by. You're also welcome to do it seated. As we go to lift up one leg, the other leg is going to push down into the ground to provide some stability. So we're going to push down to lift one up. And then we reset. We push down to lift the other up. And then reset. Push down to lift one up and reset. Push down to lift one up, 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 reset. Good, and we're going to do 5 more. So 5, pause, and down. 4, pause, and down. 3, pause, and down. 2, pause, down, and last one, pause, and down. Awesome. Good work, team. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get into a little bit more cardio. So we're going to look to increase the intensity of our movement just a little bit. I want to remind you that there's 3 ways we can modify the intensity: your speed, your range of motion, and number of limbs. So if we were to be marching, moving just the 2 arms is less challenging than getting your arms and legs going together. Moving more quickly is going to be more challenging, and lifting the knees and arms up higher, that's increasing the range of motion, is also going to make it more intense. We are going to work for 30 seconds, rest for 30 seconds. Okay, our first movement is extending the arm and leg. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds of work here. Make sure you maintain your breathing pattern. We're stepping out and reaching out. Make it challenging but doable for you. The goal is to get a little bit puffed here, but still manageable. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So remember that recovery position as needed. And we're just focused on catching our breath. Excellent. Remember, any of these you can choose to do seated or standing. While we're sitting down, our next one is stepping over a couple of logs. So we're going to step out over one log, bring it back, and then step out over another log, bring it back. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're moving our foot out to the side and back in, out to the side and back in. There we go. Keep up that breathing pattern, team. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds of rest now. Brilliant. Remember to breathe out through pursed lips. Excellent. Our next movement, we're going to have our feet further out in front of us. And we're going to pull one foot back at a time as we push our arms out in front of us. 3, 2, 1, go. Make it challenging but doable. 30 seconds of work. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. You can do these seated or standing. Great job, everybody. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Make sure we're breathing out through pursed lips. Good work. We're going to focus on the arms next. So with our arms, we're going to think about pumping our arms while we're seated or standing. If you're standing, feel free to go into a little bit of a squat. 3, 2, 1, let's go. That's it, team. Pump those arms. Pump those arms. Maintain your breathing. Make sure we're breathing out through pursed lips. That's it, team. Awesome job. Guys are looking fantastic. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Find that recovery position. Remember not to just hunch over because that's not going to help your recovery breathing. We need the chest up slightly. Awesome work, team. All right, now we're going to pull a foot a little bit behind us one at a time, or just out to the side. And we're just going to reach forward one hand at a time. 3, 2, 1, and go. So tap a foot a little bit behind you or out to the side and reach one hand forward. Good. Keep up your breathing. 3, 2, 1, rest. Great job, everybody. Woohoo! Okay, our next exercise, our feet are going to be a little bit out in front of us, and we're going to lift one knee up at a time. So you can have your back against the backrest if you have a cranky back. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's like we're marching, but our feet are a little bit out in front of us. If you're choosing to stand, you can do just a normal march. Get those knees up high. Get those knees up high if you're choosing to stand. There we go. Make it challenging but doable. Woohoo! 3, 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds of rest. Well done, everybody. What do you think? 2 more? All right, 2 more. Next one, we're going out, out, in, out, out, in. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. Good work, team. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Keep up your breathing. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Remember I said just 1 more. How's everyone doing? Thumbs up. Oh, good. Awesome. Okay, well, the last one we'll do is we're just going to kick our leg and touch. So kick and touch. Kick and touch. Make sure we're not bending forward. Be cautious about that bending. And 3, 2, 1, kick and touch. Kick and touch. There we go. Final interval. Do what you can here. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. There we go. Great work, everybody. Keep up that breathing pattern. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woohoo! All right, you conquered the warm-up so far. You conquered the cardio. You guys are doing great. Next, we're going to be doing our strength. We're going to do something a little bit different for our strength today. Okay, we're going to do 3 sets of a movement before we move on. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. So we're going to do about 10 repetitions of each movement. Then we're going to rest for, depending on the movement, we're going to rest 30 to 60 seconds. We're going to do it 3 times, and then we're going to move on and do a different exercise. Okay, thumbs up if you understand. It'll be maybe a bit more clear once we start. Awesome. Okay, I saw a lot of thumbs up, which is great. Make sure you've grabbed a sip of water. If you need to rest a little bit longer, this is your class. I'm just here to cheer you on, so feel free to rest for longer. We are going to do a type of squat or sit to stand, which you can use your weight for to make it more challenging. But what we're going to do today is we're going to do a staggered sit to stand. So 1 foot ahead of the other. Your underneath foot, you can make it more challenging only if your balance feels strong today. You can have this heel elevated. Okay, this is going to make it harder to stand up and balance. Then we sit down with control. Otherwise, put that foot flat. And you can stay seated and just push your feet into the ground as well. We're doing 5 per foot. Forward. Ready? We're going up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, 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 up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. You can switch which foot is forward and up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, 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 and last one, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, and now we rest. Does anyone have any questions about that exercise? Maybe not. Again, I'm going to throw new things at you. If they feel good for you, do them. The one thing to consider is a staggered sit to stand might feel a little tougher on the knees. You are more than welcome to do a regular one. And remember, 2 things that can help take some pressure off cranky knees is if we put our feet out wider, toes can turn out slightly, and bending forward. Okay, so we do have that option as well. We're getting close to the end of the official rest time. If you need more time, please feel free to take it. And again, you can stay seated. You can stand up with me. Ready? Up we go. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3. Make sure we're breathing out as we go up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3. Once more on this side, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3. You can switch which foot is forward and up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3. Make sure we breathe out. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, and last one, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, and rest. Already, you might be able to tell this is going to be a challenge today. You guys are doing awesome so far. I've done 2 sets. We're going to do a third, and then you don't have to think about sit to stands for the rest of the day and weekend. Yay! I did notice there something had popped up in the chat, so if I quickly look. Yeah, fair enough. So just to comment on cranky knees or injured knees. Once again, if you do have cranky knees, you can stay seated and really just push your weight down through your legs. That's still going to help you activate those muscles. Or putting the feet out wider and leaning forward will help take some of that pressure off the knees as well. Okay. Bit different. I'm not sure what the injury is. So if it's an injury, probably want to be even more careful. If you just get some cranky knees, some osteoarthritis, well, it's good to strengthen the legs as long as we're not irritating them too much, but a little bit of soreness is okay. Listen to your bodies. We've got one final set. Once again, stay seated, stand up, do what feels best for your body. And we're going up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, up. 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. We're switching which foot is forward if you're doing them staggered. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, 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 and last one, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, and rest. Woo! That was a tough one, team. Make sure you give yourself a little pat on the back. 3 rounds of sit to stands, all in a row. My goodness. You guys are going to have legs of steel. Excellent, excellent. So I will recommend you have a stretchy band for the next one. And while we're resting, this is still rest time, I just want to show what the modification is if you don't have a band. Okay, so if you do have a band, I'm going to use my longer band today. You're going to put the band around underneath your feet. We are going to do our rows. So a lot of you are probably quite familiar with our rows. We just pull the band towards us and then back down, pull the band towards us and back down. Okay, and if you don't have a stretchy band, what you can do instead is use a weight. And what I'd recommend is you lean forward through the hips, not rounding, and then you can pull your arm up. So you can pull the arm up. If you stand up straight though, most people, it can be a little irritating on the shoulder if you lift too high. It is recommended you lean forward so you're able to work the back of your shoulder blade, okay? Or you can have 2 hands and pull. All right, so there's the modification. Go ahead and grab what you're using. Let's get set up. And let's pull and do some rows. Pull. So we got 1. Pull, 2. So let's pull the little bit of power and then down, 2, 3. Pull, 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 down, 2, 3. And last one, pull, down, 2, 3. And relax. So I want you to make sure that that was challenging but doable. But I did want you to feel a challenge there. So one thing that you can do is you can double up your band if it's long enough, if you fold it in half. That can increase the challenge for you. Or just starting with your hands a bit closer to the bottom point of the band. I also want to remind you guys that holding on to the band, if that feels a bit tough on your hands, you can wrap the band around your palm if your band's long enough. Then you don't have to squeeze it as tightly. Okay, so that was set number 1 down. We're almost done our rest time. Remember, you're welcome to keep up some light movement during the rest if that's what felt best for you. But we can go ahead and set up again. All right, ready? Let's row. Pull, down, 2, 3. Pull 2, down, 2, 3. Pull 3, down, 2, 3. Pull 4, down, 2, 3. Pull 5, down, 2, 3. Pull 6, down, 2, 3. Pull 7, down, 2, 3. Pull 8, down, 2, 3. Pull 9, down, 2, 3. And pull 10, down, 2, 3. And then we rest. Remember your recovery position. Remember to breathe out through pursed lips. And we will repeat it one more time. If you need a longer rest, feel free to take it. But let's finish up our final set of rows. Get your weight or band set up. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and pull. Down, 2, 3. Pull 2. Down, 2, 3. Pull 3. 2, 3. Pull 4. Down, 2, 3. Pull 4. Down, 2, 3. Pull 5. Down, 2, 3. Pull 6. Down, 2, 3. Pull 7. Down, 2, 3. Pull 8. Down, 2, 3. Pull 9. Down, 2, 3. And pull 10. Down, 2, 3. And rest. Awesome. Good work, team. Awesome, awesome. So you can get into your recovery position, catch your breath. So if you have a band, we're going to do some pull aparts. You can put the band around the bottom of your feet, and then it just comes up and crisscrosses over the tops of your legs. Whoops. Cross over tops of your legs. So from this position, we can then step a foot out and back. Step a foot out and back. Okay, the goal is to squeeze your glutes tightly, and as we go to push one leg out to the side, we want to push the other leg straight down into the ground. Okay, we're going to do this for 30 seconds versus a count. Just go controlled at your own pace, and we're going to start in 5. So get ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. We're stepping out to the side. If you don't have a band, you're welcome to just do some side steps, or you can put your hands on the outsides of your legs and fight between your knees and your hands to pull the knees apart. Just make sure you keep breathing if you're doing that option. It's easy to hold the breath. We do not want to do that. So push one leg out to the side, 3, 2, 1, and rest. The other thing you could do, team, to make it lower the intensity a little bit but still get your glute muscles working, is you can just practice squeezing your glute muscles. Like you're crushing a walnut between your bum cheeks. Hold it, and then relax. Okay? Catch your breath. If you're ready to go again, we're going to start in 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. 1 foot stepping out to the side at a time. Great job, team. Keep up your breathing. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! How's that feeling, team? Any questions on that? Seeing some shaking heads.
So,
Okay.
Jill, I standing and doing that, standing on the stretchy bed, then I crossed it behind
Oh
my
boy,
lower
you
legs.
got tangled up. This is one I'd recommend doing seated no matter what. Yeah, and the trick is you get to just pull the band tighter to
Right,
increase the challenge.
right.
Yeah.
So it actually it worked really well. It was, my legs are really tired from it. And
There you
yeah,
go. But I'd recommend if you choose to do it standing, just be aware your feet can get caught in the stretchy band. And make sure you cross in front of your body, not behind.
well, I crossed it behind and then brought it around to the front of my thighs. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it can just cross in front of your body like this.
yeah,
And then your feet will get a lot of the resistance.
yeah,
But my goodness, good creativity. And you're working hard, you're feeling it.
yes.
There we go. I like it. Well, let's do our third and final set of this particular exercise, and then we'll move on. We're stepping out to the side, one at a time. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Remember to push one foot down into the ground as the other pushes out to the side. Slow, steady breathing throughout. Awesome work, everybody. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, you can untangle your legs. Fantastic work. The next exercise we will do would be a chest press. So the band will go around our body underneath the armpits to push out in front of us. Okay. You're welcome to do a wall push-up from your table. I'd be careful about doing it on the back of your chair just because it can slide, but you're in control of your body. I do see just another comment. Oh no, a broken band. I remember when I did that on camera for you guys. It's recorded forever. So that's a good reminder to look over your band. I like to kind of gently pull it apart, which will show any kind of holes or ripping in the rubber, because those are weak points. Make sure you're not storing your rubber bands in any heat or in sunlight. That'll wear away the rubber, or where it's too cold. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Once your band breaks once, it is going to break more and more, because that's just a sign that it's kind of done in. It's old and worn out. Okay. Get set up with your whatever you're doing for your chest press. You can lean back and hold a weight in front of you and push it out in front of you. That does work as well. 3, 2, 1, and Push your arms out in front of you and bring them back with control. 2, 3, 4. We're in control, bringing that band back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest. There we go. A little rest. Excellent job, everybody. Grab a sip of water. We got 2 more rounds of this. All right, if you're feeling raring to go, you can get your band set up or get yourself set up against the wall or table or chair. Get your weight ready. And we're going to push again in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3. Remember, come back with control. 4. And remember, it's helpful to breathe out as we push. 5. Breathe out. 6. Breathe out. Push. 7. 8. 9. 10. Woo! And rest. Got one more set, and then it is stretch time. Guys, I've almost made it to the finish line. All right, team. Get your hands ready. Final round. Right, remember to breathe out as we push. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, and rest. Roll those shoulders back and roll out your wrists. Wow, team, awesome job. That was fantastic. You guys ready to stretch?
Yes.
It's like, oh yes, please let this be over. No, you guys did amazing. Just remember, stretch time is the perfect time to ask questions. Ask me things. That's what you've got me here for. I'm always happy to help you however I can. And sometimes we have some really interesting discussions that are very educational. And then I'll just be saying change. So just pay attention to that. Let's pull an arm across our body.
Oh, hey, Jill. Kath here.
Hi.
I have a question. So this is regarding my back. I'm wondering, I don't know if it's my hips or not. It's just, it gets really sore when I'm standing still, both sides.
Change. Yeah, are you feeling it more in your lower back? Are you feeling it more in your...
Yeah, lower down. I think it's hips, but I'm not exactly sure. Is there any kind of exercise you could recommend that I could try and see if it is the hips? If I got some relief?
Is it more at like the back area of your hips though?
Yep, right where your hands are, yep.
Yeah, often that's more coming from the back. Good idea always to get assessed.
Yes.
Physio is really great for that.
Okay.
Other than that, Yeah, movement's really good. Like, how do the stretches typically feel?
Oh, all of this, everything we do with you is fine. But now when I get up
And change.
and I'll go and I'll say, I'll stand there and wash dishes, then my back, my hip area, both sides starts to ache.
And tasks like washing dishes and like chopping vegetables or cutting anything up, dinner prep, that kind of puts you in a standstill position where you're slightly bent forwards,
Uh-huh.
which can be more fatiguing on the back. So in
Yeah.
that case,
Mhm.
I'd encourage you to open up. I assume you have a cupboard down below.
Yes, yes, yes. And
Open up the cupboard and
you've
put.
told me this before. You told me, and it did help a bit, but I'm still digging
Switch.
for more help.
That's fair, and that's just like in the moment to help with those actions.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would definitely practice this do this gently where we put the leg up. Don't everyone do that yet. We're still stretching the tricep.
Mhm.
The one where we've put our hands on the seat of our chair and gently kind of rocked back. And actually, I have not done this with you guys, but Kath, you can try this.
Okay.
Hands on your seat and just really gently pushing the hips back and forward.
Okay.
That can help keep the hips moving to relieve some of that.
Okay. I'll try it.
Yeah. Change. Stick a leg out, reach towards the toes.
I have a question. It's Maite here. I'm using a red band. It's the one I found first. I think I have other colors. I find it is getting easier.
Nice.
Yes. So which color should I change after this?
You said you have a pack of 3.
Probably.
Um, did
I
it
have a
come with
yellow and a blue.
yellow and blue? So blue is probably harder.
Okay.
Yeah, you can switch legs, everyone. Um, yeah, blue's probably harder. Every company kind of has their own color scheme, which makes it confusing. Try blue, and if blue's a little too hard, you can try using your red band and yellow together.
Okay.
I have
Yeah,
a problem, Jill.
having that pack of 3 is great because you can mix and match.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jill, I have a problem and it's not from your class. Last weekend I was doing crunches without warming up. So I know now what I did in retrospect. I have a stinger or a burner, which is like an electric shock that runs down the back of my arm from my shoulder to my elbow.
Hmm.
So just now when you what I've discovered is that let me show you where I am now. If I put my arm, I'm not going to do it because it hurts. I'll show you with the other arm because it's only
Okay.
if I put my arm behind me, that's
Yeah.
when it stings. But also just now you said, roll your shoulders back. And I got it. It's like, you never know when you're going to get it. I was wondering if you knew any exercises that I could do. Like I know it's from a tightened or something in here.
Yeah. Everyone can change, put the foot on your shin or up on your thigh. Yeah, that's a tricky one.
Is it?
Because it could be coming from your neck. If you
Right.
felt it after crunches.
Yeah.
You've got what's called your brachial plexus, and that's a major nerve bundle that branches out from your neck and communicates to your whole arm.
Right.
So whenever we talk about kind of that stinging or burning sensation, that's more often associated with nerve pain
Right.
versus muscle,
Right.
and it can be related. I would do things just to find some light relief, like everyone relax this leg, and everyone can try this. You can bend forward, seated or standing. Bend forward and just let your arm hang loose. And then you can really gently just move that arm in little circles.
Okay. Okay.
And all this does is it's like a really gentle stretch of the joint capsule, which can provide just a little bit of relief and a little bit of circulation.
Yeah.
Of course, if it burns or stings, don't do it. You guys can try the other arm.
Yeah. It's not a constant pain, it's just like a zinger. Like you just don't know when it's gonna zap you,
Yeah,
electric shock.
for sure.
I
Yeah,
heard
for
that
sure. That's
athletes get it, but that's not my problem.
Oh yeah, but that just helps us understand, right? Like sometimes it can be from a certain kind of bruise, or just how a muscle moved to make that happen.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I would practice laying on your back too. We've done the W's with our breathing, but that can also help us gently stretch out the chest.
Okay.
So if you didn't feel the pain there, you can practice that, and you can even practice it laying on your back because then you can get a little deeper in the stretch.
Okay.
And everybody has to stretch out their other leg up on the shin or on the thigh. Yeah, unfortunately, it's always tough to give out exercises over group exercise through video because some things can help, but for certain things, given exercises that would help one thing can make other things worse.
Well, it's
So,
only been since last weekend, so I guess if it goes another week or so, I might go see a physio, I guess. I don't know what else to do.
yeah, I always recommend physio just in person because they can really guide you on what happened and what you can be doing to help it recover way faster.
Yeah.
So I always say like an earlier on one session is way more beneficial than a later session.
Okay.
Even just to get some guidelines of how to help rather than waiting for it to go away. Because sometimes waiting can cause other problems too.
Okay.
Drop a leg back. And I know spending like going out and kind of doing that thing and planning, it takes time, it takes money, it can be quite a bit of a barrier, but like I said, even just that one session can really help.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Nice work, everybody. Feel free to reach that arm up as well. Take a slow breath in and out. And then relax. We're going to switch sides. You can drop a leg behind you or turn sideways in your seat. Then you can reach that arm up and away. And a slow breath in. Slow breath out. And relax. Shake out the arms. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Thanks for joining me today, team. It was wonderful to have you all. Hope to see you all next Tuesday.